Everybody, welcome back to a week of other. This is Death and Taxes demo by Placeholder Gameworks. Interesting name. In this 2D narrative-based game, you take the role of the Grim Reaper on an office job. Your job is to decide which people are going to live or die. Your choices will affect the world around you, keep the chaos away, or foil plots to destroy the world, and rise through the ranks of Reapers all the way up to middle management. Seems like this is one that will actually fit in the category Other. Apparently, a game is based in the narrative-based titles such as Papers, Please, Reigns I'm not familiar with, Boulder, Rings a Bell, Animal Inspector not familiar with. I know Papers, Please, and that was a game that made some waves because it was boring. I guess maybe boring is the right word. It was like, no, boring is on the mark. Boring and repetitive, and that's sort of really interested people. I'm not saying that everybody's boring and repetitive, but I think it was like the first game, and that's, well, not the first game ever made, but like the first game to do something like that, and people enjoyed it. Anyway, whether I enjoyed it or not remains to be seen. Actually, I can just tell you no. It was a game I enjoyed watching more than actually playing. Because I get frustrated really quick. And then I start yelling. Well, I don't yell either, but I start whining, I guess. You didn't hear anything just now. Let's just hit up a new game and see if this one's going to annoy the frack out of me. Hey, look, he's got it. What's the name of that dog again? No. Something with an A? Whatever. This is cool. Not the lemons. Gonna have to go buy some lemons. Is that a Beatles reference? Oh my god, the whole world's on fire. Oh, couldn't be bothered, I guess. Is he summoning death? That's generally not a good idea. I don't think there's ever been a game or a city where summoning death is a good thing. Wednesday, I'm honored to welcome you to World Spawn number 19. Alright, so he's done this before and he's not dead yet, so maybe he found out how to do it. And Faith Keeper of World Order. Oh, what do you need lemons for? Hello, pleasure to meet you. Hey, the man just created life? Is death alive? The Reaper's alive? I don't know. Words, right? Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision number 4, the Sun County Wine Region. Now you're thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff. As is your first day, try to get to know the system and try to destroy the world. Yes. Haha, gallows humor, right? Yes. Everything clear? Whatever you say, boss. Delightful. It really had solid work, ethics, and dedication to the craft. Every day I was sending the profiles of some people. Your job is to mark the files with the marker of death, choosing the people who have to die. In fact, the files back to me, and specifically daily requirements will also be noted in a letter. Please follow the rules or I will have to fight. Okay, as long as I'm not on a timer, it's fine. The moment I see a timer, I'm just like, nope. Though, considering what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna have to accept that there's a timer. I'm gonna get annoyed by a timer, and timers. Ugh. Ew. Timers. Remember, the fate of the world is in your hands. The humans you see are constantly on a path to the great dying. They cannot balance themselves, they create endless chaos, they are always on the precipice. We are here to keep the chaos in check. We are here to keep them from falling off the precipice. As such, your actions will have consequences. Alright. This will be your 7-day evaluation period. When the week is done, you will be assessed and either deemed fit or not. We cannot let just anyone work here. Hey, but I was polite. So 1 week to show us what you're made of. I mean, aside from the ingredients, you are made of lemons, for starters. Okay, I don't see a timer, so I'm happy enough for that. Massive wildfire threats to engulf the whole region. You probably don't want that, right? Warning, prepare the files of humans who are in a life-threatening situation within your domain. No difficult rules and requests yet. I'm allowing you to settle in. Rule of for a day, mark 1 human to perish the marker of death. Send me the files by fax when you're done deciding. Oh, so I only kill off 1 then? Anything in these? The lamp of death! Okay, so how do we decide who we kill? Oh, but you have to be here forever or what? Does want to become a firefighter since they were a little kid? I can barely read that. Where's my lamp of doom so I can actually read this? Oh, there we go. You just double click it. The firefighter from a little kid is a keen one to use, and Medea is leading the strike team fighting the wildfire threatening to destroy the Sun County vineyards. Brain to reaching stage of 18, well established as a medical professional in academia and in practice. Addicted to adrenaline, is well known for taking great personal risk. Well, your risk is coming up to you. Better pick it up and start marking off some fireballs. Well, die, potato. You will die. Yes. Do not go gentle into that good night. And you get to live, because you're doing something good. Apparently firefighting is a problem, so... trying to keep this place alive, then... no way back now. Something to race with. Alright. That's the fax machine. Nope. How do I... Deus Fax Machina. Yes. Oh, new death spawn. Welcome. How was your first day? Okay, I guess. I understand it might take some time getting used to. Everyone has gone through that phase, but remember, lives are on the line. Just don't put me on a timer. I hate timers. See, exactly 1 person perished today as I asked, did you figure out the best choice? We're only 2 options. Indeed so, I'm glad you're paying attention. In the future I may require you to make more difficult choices, such as the unfortunate law of cosmos. Don't put me on a timer and we're good to go. Keep rising the letter for fortune guidelines. Yeah, that's gonna work. For future guidelines, and keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Have you heard the saying? The go nothing is more certain than death and taxes. Sugar and spices is from something else, right? Rainbows and puppies is just way too much positive thinking. Memento Mori, right? The only reason I know that is because I'm playing through the Zero Escape series, and that's a thing there. Okay, still on timer, so I'm a happy camper. Healthcare system on edge of collapse. Whoops. Rogue fighter saves vineyards from certain doom. Sales of regional wine on the rise. Reach for experiments. Social cure for epilepsy halted due to grant withdrawal. Tragic jetpack malfunction. That is tragic. Alright, let's check the rules. How you find your recommendations is adequate. Here are the rules of the day. Follow them and you'll be okay. I'm handing you another simple task. Mark a human with engineering or industrial background. Okay, mark them for death. And do they mean like mark all of them? Like, mark a human with an engineering industry. So, do they mean like kill one guy that has that, or if they have an engineering or industrial background, kill it? Repairing bicycles is Poulter's life. They own a bicycle shop, designing custom bicycles and pimping up old rides. Experimental brake modifications and neon light installations are Poulter's specialty. That's not industrial or engineering, is it? Repairing a bike? You get to live. Helping the brother Albert David hide corporate money and avoid paying tax for years, perhaps even decades. Also been accused of insider trading and other fraudulent activities. Could live in a mansion just outside of town. Again, he's not a... I guess you get to live. Chad could call 7 years ago, started making Me Too videos in the parents' basement. I mean, you're not bad either, so did we just screw up and did we have to kill the bicycle guy? We'll see if you get fired. If it's hard to understand, job can be stressful. That decision did not come lightly, all suffering the pain. You could have already lived. There are consequences to such an action. Believe me, they are serious. So the bicycle guy needed to die, right? Trust me, it will be worth it. You marked required files with the maker of that file on your table. And yeah, okay. Can I just restart? Yes. I'm assuming it's always the same thing, right? Yeah, we can skip that. Hey, number 20, it actually ticks up. Let's just be polite again. I guess we'll get to see if it's the same thing. So I guess when I think of engineering, I'm like thinking designing stuff, like building bridges or making new cars, not repairing a 30-year-old bicycle. So is it the same thing? Jewel was born in the countryside but moved to a big city university, likes rock, concerts, and bars, tries to find a cure for chicken flu, has Has had issues with substance use abuse in the past. And then he's the firefighter again, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing on this guy. So you... Yes. I'm gonna keep the confirmation. Well, I mean, if I misclick that badly. You get to live. I guess this is a simple, easy choice for starters, because, you know, hey, look, there's firefighter, and there's currently a fire. You probably want him to live. I don't know. Anyway. Taking the exact same options because, I don't know. I gotta keep in mind this is just a demo, so I don't know, maybe this was the final thing. Let's see. Engineering or industrial. So I'm guessing the bike guys. Hello. System. Venue saved. Check it fully ever finding a vaccine. Oh, for the record, this timer is correct. Alright, let's see. He's a drill master. Infamous gruff drilling expert who's been working on deep sea oil rigs for countless years. Like, is he... That's industrial, right? Yes, you will die. Mother and kindergarten teacher, main hobbies are filming, criticizing movies. Okay, you get to live. Are the old rules still applying, like you can only mark one? Raver is enjoying a moderately successful career as deadlifter, brother Ronald and child Mira. You will live. Goodbye, drill sergeant. There you are. How was your second day on the job? Good. 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 Yes. Yes, I did. Great. Do with the good work and do not let the tough choices get you down. Sounds great. All right. 50 pages spewing out. Still no timer. I can't stress this enough. I enjoy not being on a timer. Mark II humans. No special request today. You should know the drill by now. Just follow the rules and choose the appropriate profile. Just okay. Let's see what's going on in the world. Coral Reef in jeopardy. That's not my problem. Set and detonate asteroid. Threat valiantly give life to complete mission. Haha. Movie references. Astrophysics unit pays tribute to fallen working class heroes. Okay, so nothing on what we did. Sage for the Bureau of Agricultural Espionage. Okay. I've always wanted to be a bodyguard for the president, as they have extensive experience in safeguarding the well-being of crops and other flora. Was even played double agent for 2 contesting potato magnets. Well, look at you. Choir singer. Professional singer who joined the church choir at our local town. They offered singing skills to the church party to be more devout and partly to have better access to the church wine cellar. You're a bit young to die, but so far you're a top candidate. Victor graduated top of their class and made a fast climb to career ladder, becoming a chief safety inspector of local nuclear power plants. I've already spotted several mistakes, possibly preventing many accidents. Well, you definitely get to live. Columba. Hunter. Columba is a distinguished war veteran, these days a well-regarded passenger airplane pilot. 5 children and a wife. His hobby, Columba, is very interested in history of religious buildings. I'm not sure on you yet. Alexander recently made a big career shifting from baking pizzas at the local Peclusi's to robotics engineering. Their dream is to make a waffle-destroying robot. Alexander is deathly afraid of waffles. Unfortunately, waffles are what my country is known for, so I'm certain, unfortunately, you have to die. See, I make rational decisions. What? Okay, so one person needs to die. Who was it that was like going for a hooch? Yeah. Play double agent for 2. You're doing stuff for the wrong reason, so goodbye. Alright, so that means everybody else gets to live. Hope you reach your goal as a bodyguard. And you just keep passengering people across. Don't do drugs, I might come back to kill you. Grim, I spawn. Good evening. 3 days you've spent with us. How do you feel? Fine, more or less. Good. One is to focus on the task and avoid needless emotionality. It helps maintain composure in our stressful line of work. Yes, definitely. Take a look at the files you sent in today. Alright, everything is in order. You followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles. Without much else to say, you may leave. Good night. See you tomorrow. See what's on the news feed today, huh? Armament first peace talks, carbon emissions down. All survived in a plane crash. Local woman chokes on a wall. That's right! Victory to the waffles! To discuss waffle bans. We're not gonna miss. Maybe you should, though. We don't want the waffles to overpower us. It's just silly. Catastrophe which could have wiped out numerous popular potato strands averted due to efforts of one dedicated agent. Look at that! Alright. Look outside today, it rains. It's been raining for hours. Broke me to accompany the despondence within me. Well, here's some rules for you. Mark 3 humans. Cool, so let's just find a guy who gets to live. Bartolomeu Sotomayor. Experienced a spiritual awakening after eating moldy cheese with questionable origin while on a vacation. Now they spend their time spreading the newfound wisdom to anyone willing to listen. Well, you ate poisonous cheese. Well, then again, you might... How stupid are people? Like, how many people would eat poisonous cheese? If there's like a ton of them, then he would save lives, but let's face it, probably not. Chad quit college several years ago and started making... yeah, you... Death to me-tubers. This is YouTube, damn it. I think Armin likes to do more than gossip. Working as a hairdresser provides ample opportunity for his hobby. Due to memory loss, Armin occasionally forgets that hairspray exists. Okay, so you're like a bit of an idiot. Well, it's a condition, I guess. Good condition. It's like conditioner. Can I mark myself for death? Voldemort has made being terrible at everything their central artistic and performative thesis. Through this act of self-referential rebellion, they have actually grown very popular in accordance with the current climate. Hey, people are always complaining about wanting to die, right? So you know what? Here. Okay, so how many people have I marked? Okay, I need to only kill one more dude. See, this is easy. That Tajima comes up with ideas for new games, characters, and plotlines by meditating into the rain. Subsequently, each of their games seems to make less and less sense, yet still somehow getting better. Well, we do like weird and bizarre games. Alright, cheese guy. That's 3 people dead, right? You dead, you dead. That means hairdresser with what is it called again? Alzheimer, you get to live. And bizarre game developer, you get to live too. See, this is easy. It's almost like I'm completely immune to, well, what do people call it? Like, I'm not affected by death and stuff. I don't know. Let us be quick. All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work. I'm beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out to such a good and dedicated reaper. Ah, you're welcome. Keep this up, you'll get far. It may be more to middle management. Yay! Anyway, I'm quite busy tonight, so you can go until tomorrow. Now we need to kill 4 people. See how we did things. Support centers for what? Scientists warn of ecological disaster. Local woman sprayed with 40% vinegar by confused hairdresser. Okay. Water blocks ends more lives than you imagine. Plastic Cog gaseous series of games soon to get another sequel. Up to 7 now. Oh. I thought he was making new stuff, not just spewing out the same old gunk over and over. If I knew that, he would have died. No doubt about it. Locust Swamp reported inhabited by a green monster. 2 need to die. I wonder if there's like a deeper thing in here. I mean, they mentioned in the thing that we could like end plots to destroy the world, but Monday, nothing out of the ordinary going on. Regular day in the usual district of the typical planet. What to do in life is to be creative, but harsh reality has forced them against their will into a situation they have no control of until they return from military service. Alright, so you're a soldier. Long distance biking, yep, that's actually pretty much it. Ask out to put me in a different department. Writing these things is driving me insane. If anyone is reading this, please sign my petition at the water cooler next to desk 5. Harrison Stewart. You're old. No one knows much about Harrison, their history, and the identity are both mysteries. Most often they are seen moving around in a wheelchair, barely speaking a word to anyone, although it is known they once helped a lost detective. Well, you're dead, because you're old. You had a good life. I mean, that's the cruel way to go about it, but... yeah, that's your name now. Decided to return to school to finish their education after their 4 kids grew up and went to find their own paths. While progress is difficult after such a long pause, she is dedicated and diligent, but not at school. Wait, why is... Why are you trying so hard to hide the gender here? They're doing it in all of them. Really? Ah. Okay, I'm not too sure on you yet, so... Project manager. Seems to get a break to manage various projects which all somehow end up failing. They used to be married, but nothing lasts forever. Pet goldfish died in one day and their bike all seems to have a flat tire, and this is just the beginning. Okay, so I killed one guy already, right? Did I? Yes. Okay, one more person needs to die. People die a lot in the war, I guess, but you're young. Be a hero, you know? Well, I mean, if everything is going wrong for you, might as well end your suffering, right? Jeez. Is that just the best thing the world could have, like an arbitrary Grim Reaper? Live or die? Well, that's, I don't know. Depends on how I feel in the current time. So that's one death. There's another death. Okay, cool. Correct amount of marked profiles. Everything seems to be in order. Been here for a number of days now. I wanted to ask, how does it feel to make such a difference? I like that first, but I've grown to enjoy it. Get used to it, at least I hope you would. Motivating words and all that. Yes. Consider the humans in this context. You think this is an appropriate way to deal with them? I mean, no, right? It's like, hey, here's like 5 random people, kill 2 of them. Well, I'm not gonna say no, because I think it's unethical to make the choices you make. All this control over certain lives, unbeknownst to the humans themselves. Well, can't worry too much about it. If it needs to be done, it needs to be done, right? Our office is perennial and highly venerated. We've spent eons crafting our methods and strategies as we get what we are doing, yes. I'll take your word for it. I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me? Young pro... So I'm assuming he's talking about 18 or less, right? Do I care about that? It's the base for the profiles anyway. Is it a points system? I want to know all of these, actually. But I'm assuming this is just like... Considering they're trying to hide away all the genders of these profiles, I'm assuming not murdering minors is going to be something similar. So let's see what they have to say about this thing. Oh, KHM? What is KHM? KHM... KHM Smart School. Nope. That's not KHM. Abbreviation of Kinder- und Hausmarken. Nope. A coughing sound made when trying to gain someone's attention. Nope, that's not it. Kunsthochschule für Medien Köln. Nope. It's just a typo. 20 definitions of KHM. And I'm not sure why I'm into this. Key Health Management. Maybe? Kramer Health Management. Nope. Keith Holiday Ministries. Nope. Kelly Himmert Mine. Nope. We're just gonna leave that as is. So they cannot actually affect anything. You don't sound too sure about that. Maybe it's best not to pry too much. Sure, humans have some free will. They can make a variety of choices. It matters that they cannot escape the inevitable. Well, yeah, nobody can escape death yet. Even life-threatening situations that bring them onto your desk are a result of their own deeds and decisions. And then, well, there are some highly complex calculations, factor in aspect of the situation, but that is a bit over your pay grade, so don't worry about it. Alright, I won't. Oh, we can ask about this too. I love that. Children, yes, there are a special case, something for a different set of departments needed with. You will not find any yourself. Cool. Countless. Myriad. Wow. Animals. All living beings have to be processed after the end. Yeah, but then it becomes like, when is something alive, right? I mean, are you gonna process like every mosquito that gets squashed? I mean, if they get squashed, then they're already processed, I guess. Even plants. Plants? Do not ask about... I won't. I'm just gonna forget I even heard about that. Unliving things. The runes are a type of... okay. Well, get back to work. Right. It's been enlightening. I bid you good night. See you tomorrow. I wonder how many days we actually get in the demo. I'm assuming 7. Which means we're almost done. Ooh, how many people do we need to kill this time? 6. Wait, younger? I thought we didn't get those. We seem to be on the precipice of darkness times. I may have warned you that this job can be harsh in moments. Sometimes today is that day. Woman accidentally rams ex-husband with car. Alright, so let's see. So 6 out of 8 need to die. So if you don't have a medical background and you're old, you're dead. Loves birdwatching in nature, wrote 6 books about birds, lives with wife in the city, is still in good shape, and goes to dancing classes twice a week. Alright, now you're dead. You're old, let's see. Presidents. Current president of Formosa, recently elected after years of working as a professor of economic theory. Oh, we need to mark 3 younger ones. Let's do that first then. You're a younger one, right? Let's see if we actually don't have any minors. 24, 58, 25. Art history, you're dead. Alright, 3 young people. Avid reader and student of art history, comes from a rough background, grew up in a very poor neighborhood, elected local community pool their meager funds to help Pavani's sent to higher education. Yeah, and he went for art school? That's a common joke people still make, right? The pointlessness of art school. Okay, that's 1 younger guy dead. Or woman. Again, for some reason, they're really trying to hide this stuff. Cook. Well, I choose to learn the art of gastronomy because it felt like a decent and stable job. Good food is always needed. Aside from cooking, they enjoy long treks through nature and mountain climbing. And then he had a terrible climbing accident and died. Do we have other young people that need to be killed? Community manager. Iricker is an avid digital sports enthusiast who works at the office of the Parallax Digital Sports League. He's also a death metal vocalist passionate about getting the very best out of a performance. And then he died. Alright, so that's done. We need to kill 2 more, right? So we can kill 2 old guys. President, you're probably important to keep around. Let's see what the other ones are. Traveled veteran of Merle, now living on the streets. They're very good with animals and are staunch vegetarian. Even while being rough, sometimes one has just seen too much suffering and death. Yep. Here's some more death. We need to kill 1 more, right? Let's see who we still have. Psychologists. I mean, that isn't really... is psychology medical? Okay, so let's see. How many dead ones do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we need to kill 1 more dude, and our contestants are a president, an unemployed person, and yeah, a psychologist gets to live. And I guess the president too. Oh, isn't that not? Oh, now you're dead. Alright, President gets to live. And the psychologist gets to live. Rough day lies behind you, assume. Nah, not really. New recruits often falter during such dark times. Yet you seem to have performed adequately. Everything is in order. How do you feel after such a day? Understand what needed to be done. We're going to middle management. Let's hope the harsh days do not resume. What do you think even happened? Well, if they wanted us to save the medical guys, I know it was bad, that's what matters. It's really not good, no, it's as bad as it's ever been. Off you go now, good night. I'm guessing one more day, or do we get our result at the start of the day? Nope. Only 4, huh? So I went for peace talks, health organizations warn of super flu. Okay, this is going well. Really? Everything's going to be shite because we killed the cook? Did we kill the cook? Perhaps we can clean up the mess that happened yesterday that might give you the boost that you need to remember. Remember, many troubles lie behind, many may lie ahead. 2 dead and spare humans that might help against the trouble. But we need to kill 2. Okay, let's see. Latest heir of noble pedigree, as such they managed to retire young due to all the inherited wealth. These days they spend their time lounging listlessly in constant ennui. She's at home caring for her kids. Recently they agreed to become a surrogate for a same-sex couple. Another perk of being a stay-at-home parent for Ruth is the possibility to pay a plan of peace. One who's destroyed so many humane social systems at such an enormous degree they will stop at nothing. Okay, so far I'm gonna have a harder time getting 2 people to live. Wait, these are... Having a better hide corporate money and avoid paying taxes for years. Perhaps even Dex has also been accused of trading or fraudulent activities. They currently live in a mansion. Okay, you're dead. Kill the brothers. Car accident. I don't think any of them is actually going to help with... any of the problems, I guess, but I guess they have potential? Then again, the others have money. Money helps the world go around, right? Yeah, I don't know. We're probably gonna get fired because the world explodes. For your ultimate performance review, let me get my papers. Possible. Oh, so it doesn't matter what you pick. Seems like mankind has postponed bombing itself into the ground for now. Yay! I'll scrap metal around now, though, a lot, and who knows what they are going to do with all the spare uranium. That is completely off. I have not seen anything like this since... Well... Give fantastic care of the world, you have brought only ruin. I mean, this is pretty much what happened. Right, so because it's a demo, you can't, like, that's good. That's good. Go to your room and think about what you've done. This pick up everything because you're fired. Yes, that'll get him. A bag of bones versus the fate of everything. I queer you are no match for me, silly grim. Cool. Yes, I did, but I'm not going to click this because it might open up something. So I'm going to do my outro and then click on something. And it's going to be yes, because I thoroughly enjoyed this. It wasn't too difficult. I'm glad there was no timer. Did I mention that before? I probably did. Apparently there's... the game's on Steam, so I guess you can play the entire game there. Probably in early access there, I think, but... this was fun. It was random as heck, but I enjoyed it. What more can I say? So, that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still series of research for becoming liking and 75 already. This has been Death and Taxes. I hope to see you guys on the next game I play. Bye, bro.